Okay, so are we rolling, Ron?
We are rolling, sir.
We are rolling, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the People Like Us podcast. Today's guest is a self-progression practitioner. You may know him as the Chavvy Hippy. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Michael Harvey.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much for having me on.
Thank you for talking to people like us. So, I guess self-confessed, bit of a wrong into self-progression, I guess you would say. Is that right?
Yeah, I guess you would, yeah.
Yeah.
The background is obviously in the name, the Chavvy side.
Where are you from?
I'm from Middlesbrough, Longlands.
Right.
Brought up around there. Always grew up more in between like there and a few other areas. Mixed in with the crowds that, I don't know, sculpted me, let's say. They mixed in with the crowds that...
Did you own a rave tape?
I didn't own a rave tape. I can guarantee, right, that I was the one that used to press eject on the rave tapes.
All right, okay.
I was never a fan of rave. Even though my mates were like MCs and they all loved it and they used to get in my car and try and put the rave tapes on, and I was like...
No.
That ain't going on in here, mate.
No,
it's not the gaff for it. The Chavvy, like I say, like I'm still 70% Chav. It's never going to leave me. I mean, I've still got my trousers tucked in my socks.
Of course you do.
Got my hoodie on.
Is it not like a cultural thing? Like the northeast of England, like the working class boys mainly of northeast England. It's like a cultural thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there's anywhere else in the world that dresses like us, sort of thing.
No, there's definitely
not. You imagine, right, you just took like, I don't know, a gang of 10, 11, 12 lads from Borough, from, I don't know, Darlington, from Newcastle, from Tyneside, whatever. Ravers, you know what I mean? In their, the gear, the tracksuits, the socks tucked in, the Air Max 95s, and you drop them in like, another part of the world, like Spain or France or America. Like, you won't find them people. You won't find the same breed of people.
Absolutely
like, with
not.
the haircut, with the gold, with the... it's a culture.
This part of the world, and I mean the north of England, we're one in our own, aren't we?
Yeah.
Like the north of England is like its own world, its own country.
It is.
We pretty much have our own language.
Pretty much.
Yeah. We have our own dress sense.
Mm-hmm.
We talk different to everyone. We act different to everyone.
Mm.
I also think that we're kinder than everyone as well.
Oh, yeah. No, we are. We're sounder people. I mean, we would say that because we're biased, but it seems to me everywhere else you go, like, they're all knobheads. Like, no offence to them, but, like, they're just not as nice as us, are they?
No. I always used to say the world gets a little bit better the further north in England you go.
I was going to say that the further south you go, the less and less people open doors for you. Yeah. That's how it works. Yeah. You get to London, like, no one's opening no door for you.
No.
Do you know what, as well? I never, ever forget my nana. My nana was 5'0", skinny as a rake, but everyone was shit scared of my nana.
Love that.
And we were walking towards the Dundas Arcade. I don't know if you've ever been towards the Dundas Arcade.
I do know the Dundas Arcade.
They've got the big glass on the outside. And there was an older woman. She was about 10 yards in front of us. And I was walking next to my nana, and the woman, literally, she put her hand on the door, and I just felt this clout round the back of my head. I was like, wow, what the fuck? And it was our nana, and she said, never, ever, even if you have to run, never, ever let one of your elders open a door for herself. Wow. And ever from then, that was bred into me.
Right.
Because I'd feel that fucking clip round the back of my head.
That's, it's conditioning, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I mean, I don't know if you'd get away with it these days, but listen, it worked on me.
Of course it did. Yeah. We all got... You get clouted, Ron, when you were little?
Nah.
I'm not saying I got done in or anything, but there was a few slaps in that if I was a little arsehole.
Yeah,
of course.
Deservedly so, though.
Of course, should have been more, in my opinion.
Yeah. How old are you, Ron?
21, mate.
Yeah, it's a different world, that, though, isn't it?
Did you get a few wallops?
I did, but, like, not like... in public. Like I didn't get clouted on the back of the head for not opening the door. No, it wasn't that far. But like I was a bad kid at times, so like I deserve most of them. So and like as kids, we always lie, don't we? So whenever you get found out, which you always do, and it's like, you know what's coming.
Yeah.
So tell us what, right? I'm intrigued. This Chavvy Hippy movement is what we'll call it.
Yeah.
It fascinates me. It's unusual. How does a lad, right, from northeast England, self-confessed chav, right, working class lad, with none of that belts him on the back of the head, how does this lad decide he's going to be the Chavvy Hippy? Where's it come from?
I mean, I guess we've got the time to talk about it, haven't we?
We do.
So how it all originated, I used to have, I had a couple of businesses, and
Couple?
Yeah, well, I used to have my own charity.
You are busy. Do you know what? When I meet people like him, right, it annoys me because it makes me feel like I'm a shit house. Do you know? Because he's just doing loads of stuff. You just say, I'm fucking useless, me. I need to pull my finger out here.
No. So I used to have a charity. It was called Middlesbrough's Helping Hands. So I ran that, and I used to have a digital marketing agency.
Yeah.
And the two combined added to a lot of pressure, stress. And what I used to do is I used to go and shut myself away. Every like 3 to 4 weeks, I'd turn my phone off. I'd go to London because we're invisible in London, right? If I'm in Middlesbrough, more than likely I'm going to know someone 100%. In a restaurant or in a bar or wherever. So I used to switch my phone off, go to London. I wouldn't get in any taxis, and I'd just ride the bikes around, and I'd just be free for the weekend.
Wow.
I wouldn't see anyone that I know. I'd just go and do my own thing. I'd go and sit in bars and restaurants on my own and get to know new people and walk around the park and, you know,
wow.
and that was my freeing time. That was the time that I could just decompress, no laptop with me, and just do what I want. But it got to a point where I was like, this can't be the only way of fighting the stress, the pressure, by going every 3 weeks. And I mean, London's not cheap, right?
No.
Even a breakfast is 25 quid. So I was thinking, this can't be the only way. There's got to be another way that I can battle this, even on a daily basis. And I found a guy called Paul Mort. I don't know if you've ever heard of him.
No.
Paul Mort is from South Shields. He's he won like what do you call it? Personal trainer of the year for like 2 or 3 years. He's like a life coach type guy. Really
deal.
cool guy. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, really cool guy. Knows what he's on about. Very, very relatable. Still,
I mean, look at his opening line.
Yeah.
Are you ready to step the F up?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Mate. I like him already.
That's what I mean. So he had a thing, and I think it was called like Unstoppable 28 or something like that. And it was basically like transform your mindset in 28 days.
Right. Okay.
And but part of that, you could pay an extra £20, and it had a meditation. Yeah, Unstoppable 28. There you go.
Get your shit together, upgrade your mindset, and transform your life in just 28 days.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. You did this.
I done this. I was at a bit of a loose end, really. Like the charity was thriving. We won like Teesside Charity of the Year. The business was doing all right, but my mindset wasn't. And so I seen this, and I really connected and aligned with this Paul Mort. So I thought, why not give it a go? 28 days. What's 28 days to potentially,
So what goes on in this 28 days?
So every day you've just got different things to do.
Such as? Give me an idea.
Do you know what, mate? It was that long ago now, I can't even remember. But the key one for me was you had a meditation for men.
Okay.
Yeah. So for an extra £20 on top of this, it had a meditation for men. I'd never meditated before, and I just paid for it. I just went for it.
Like blindly.
Yeah.
I think what's the worst that could happen sort of thing.
Exactly, yeah. And you basically set your alarm clock at 12 minutes, yeah, and you do the steps that he tells you to do within the meditation. And as you do, your brain tells you you can't do something right. That's it's your go-to response.
Human nature.
Human nature is your brain tells you that you cannot do it. So for the first, I'd say 3 minutes, my brain was like, "What are you doing? Behave, you Wally." Do you know what I mean? Like, what are you trying to achieve here? Like, let's just go and have a sandwich.
The North East Comprehensive School was tapping into your mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
Next thing, my alarm woke me up at 12 minutes. Yeah. And I've went, where the fuck have I just been there? Like, am I allowed to swear on here, by the way?
Yeah. Say what you fucking want.
Yeah, sound. Yeah, I was like, where the fuck have I just been there? And then I'd done it the next night and exactly the same thing happened. So I put a bit more time on it. I put 15 minutes on the alarm. And every time I was just falling this deep state of consciousness and coming out just refreshed. Leaving my phone to one side, not doing anything else and going straight to bed. And that's how it started.
Right.
And then I started seeing more things. You know, I started looking at more podcasts and different things and seeing these CEOs. I mean, there were like people who were worth like 500 million quid and I was worth 500 quid. So surely if it works for them, it works for me, right?
Exactly, yeah.
So, so then I started following different people. Then I started seeing about breath work. And I was like, all right, okay, I'll give that a go. Found out about Wim Hof.
Yeah, I heard about that Wim Hof.
Yeah.
He's a beast him, by the way.
So cool, mate. Like,
Proper guy,
the
him,
guy is
proper dude.
yeah.
Have you heard of him, Ron?
I have not.
Is he the guy that sits in the cold, isn't it?
Yeah, so he's well known for
Being a rock hard bastard.
yeah, just a lunatic. Yeah.
Absolute hot boy.
So he's well known for being the Iceman.
I was going to say other name, the Iceman.
Yeah.
You just don't feel the cold.
No, he
basically.
doesn't. No, he just really connects with the cold and like he doesn't feel it the way that other people feel it.
Christ.
He goes trekking up mountains in the snow in just a pair of boots and shorts, like no top, no like.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Like Arctic conditions and shit.
Yeah,
And like
yeah.
where the rest of us would just be dead in 20 minutes, he's just a beast. He just plows on.
Yeah, and look at the age of him. So I think with Wim Hof, he was actually the reason he got started is because he was ill, I believe, of some sort.
Yeah,
and
I've
then
heard this because when he was a kid, he nearly died in the snow. That's what it was. I've seen this. I've seen it on a podcast. He was a kid. Something had happened. I'm sure this is him, and he fell in the snow, and nobody knew he was there, sort of thing. Where he was from, wherever he's from, he's Russia or some backward country like that. I don't know. And yeah, he basically had hypothermia and that nearly died because of
something
this.
like that. Yeah,
And that's what's brought him to this.
But yeah, so then I found him, started doing more breath work, and this was all at this point. It was all to battle stress and pressure of business. Yeah,
Of the charity and the digital agency.
exactly. So that's what it was all for. And the more that I'd done it, the more that I connected with the feelings, with my body, and with the breath, and then I started doing a bit more research and realised that I was connected on a spiritual level. Then,
How do you realise that? What's that feel like?
You just recognise more in the body. So, like when you start doing breathing techniques, you feel yourself. Once you're conscious to it, you can sort of like move the breath around your body to different areas of the body. Honestly, the breath is an amazing tool. Like,
What's breath work look like?
it's all dependent really, because there's loads of different types of breath work.
Right.
There's like box breathing, there's conscious breathing, there's somatic breathing. Like
Is box breathing the thing where you go around the window frame?
Yeah.
Right.
4 seconds out, hold 4 seconds, in 4 seconds, 4 seconds hold, and you do that continuous, yeah.
How long do you do that for? Because I tried that a couple of times.
It's all dependent, really. Like, it depends who the guide is.
How fucked up your head is as well. You know what I mean? If you're very far gone, it's going to take a few goes round, isn't it, before you come back down?
Yeah, I mean, so I kind of like, the breath work that I guide takes about 12 minutes. It's four 2-minute rounds with a breath hold in between. So it takes about 10 to 12 minutes.
Right.
But what people get out of that is powerful, to be fair.
So back to this thing, right? You've started messing about with this stuff. You found this guy online.
Yeah.
It's starting to talk to you a little bit. It's starting to really make sense to you. You're starting to feel things you never felt before. But at this point in time, this is just like a hobby.
Yeah,
Let's be honest. It's something that you're just enjoying to help you with your business and with whatever stresses you got on your Chavvy life.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, yeah.
So at what point did you just go, I'm going to monetize this? How'd that work?
So then what happened is I seen the spiritual side of it, and then I was like, oh, okay, cool. Let's look more into that. Like, let's look more into the spiritual side, the connective side, the conscious side. And I started looking at different, like, events that I could go to. And so a girl that I lived in Dubai, like she lived in Dubai at the same time as me. Her brother was throwing events in Liverpool, and I'd never seen it before. Until she posted about it all the time, but I'd seen it, but I hadn't seen it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Just like scroll past it a little bit.
Yeah, like I'd seen what they were doing, but I'd never really took any notice of it because it wasn't part of my world at that point.
Yeah.
So then they had another one. They were throwing an event on the beach, with all sorts involved, like so like meditation, breath work, Reiki, sound baths, community time around a fire, and I was like, that looks sick. That I'm gonna message her. So I messaged her, said, am I alright to come to the next one? She was like, yeah, it was like 50 quid a ticket or something. I said, cool, I'll be there. So I went to that, and I'd done my first ever visualization meditation with him. Yeah. Now Mark, who owns, it's called Awakened Souls, the events company. Incredible guy.
Awakening Souls.
Yeah, Awakened Souls. Become a very close friend of mine. He's like 6'7". He's a giant, and he's just a man of the people.
Is he?
You know, this is him. There, look, he had 1,200 people meditating on a beach.
Good God.
Yeah, the guy's insane, like what he's created.
Wow.
And
so how did you just bring the connection? Have I missed the point? How did you get to know this guy again? What was the connection?
When I lived in Dubai, his sister lived in Dubai.
Right, got it.
I used to run a bar called...
In Dubai?
In Dubai.
Bar?
Yeah.
There's no alcohol. That's a bad business strategy, fam.
No, mate, the social life in Dubai is mental. We'll get back to that.
Right.
Yeah, let's carry on with this story and then we'll come back.
Okay.
So she lived there at the same time, and she used to come in my bar, and we become really close friends. And then I seen what these guys were doing, absolutely insane. So I done my first ever visualization meditation with him, and I never ever forget. My nana was like she was my best mate. Like, I used to go to my nana's every single day until the day she died, sometimes twice a day, because I'd miss her. I'd go to work and I'd go in the morning and then I'd miss her all day, so I'd go on at night. Like, I absolutely adored my nana. And we'd done the visualization meditation, and I can remember it clear as day now. He was like, and just imagine a moment which you really appreciate and brings you joy. And I just remember bang, I was just plonked on the settee next to my nana.
Wow.
And we were having a cup of tea together. And we were watching Midsummer Murders. And I just burst out crying. Like, I come round from the meditation, I was like, shit, this is real, this is so powerful. Like, connecting to battle stress was great, but connecting to the spiritual element of it, like, wow, this is something else, this. So then I really got involved with these guys, and, you know, connected a lot more with them. And that's when things really, let's say, got out of hand. I started going to all sorts all over the country. I was going to back of little crystal shops to meditation sessions 2 hours down the road. I was going all over. Wow. Like, the amount of time I spent on the road, was mental.
You went like all in, didn't you?
All in, yeah. I was like,
in.
this is incredible. Like, I need to do more. I need to be more part of this world.
This is my calling, sort of thing.
Yeah, and
man.
like I was just all over the place. I was going to weekend camp outs. I was going like little crystal shops. I was going to this event, that event. Like I was just going all over. I was doing courses, and I just wanted to learn and do more. And this guy, Mark, is a huge inspiration for me, because what I seen that he was doing in his own area, some of the stories that were coming out of there. I remember being in one of the sessions and a woman said 2 years before she couldn't even leave the house, she couldn't touch the door handle.
Right.
And she came to one of his things on the beach. Anyway, fast forward 2 years, she was opening her own yoga centre in Portugal. Like, and she said it's all down to him. And I was like, I want to be that change.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I'm going to... I've always known that I want to help. I always thought it was through the charity. But this was... seeing that, I was like, this is how I'm going to change the world, this.
Huh.
And that's how it transpired, yeah.
So that's how the Chavvy Hippy was born.
And that's a woman. I went to a weekend camp out of these, and I was talking to a woman, and she just looked me up and down with my trousers tucked into my socks and my cap on, and she just went, "You're like a Chavvy Hippy, you aren't you?" And I was like, "Hang on a minute, yeah,
Ding.
I am, yeah."
Proper light bulb moment.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's a mint name, that
Chavvy Hippy.
The Chavvy Hippy was born."
Yeah, man.
And the idea was never to monetize it. The idea was we started out with like little free events on the beach, with like 4 people, me and my friend Jess. Like, we were just hosting for people on the beach, like just whoever wants to come down they can, and we only ever had like 3 people there. But I loved it. I loved delivering. I loved holding space, and I loved seeing what it done for people, like what I was delivering and how it was being received and what people were getting from it. Even to this day, like, it's surreal, it's special. I can't believe that I get to do this. Like, it's fucking amazing, man.
I can feel the energy from you. You love it.
I love it, man. I just... The success is in the stories, like, and we have countless amount of stories of people. We've just helped one woman. She's just come away from counselling. She was doing therapy. She come to one of our retreats and she's now finished therapy. Her therapist said, what they've done for you in 3 days in Ibiza, I could never do that in this room. Do you know them stories? Like, they just think,
it's special. Like.
Yeah, it's incredible. And yeah, fast forward 2 years and we now have 350 people on a beach. And so the idea was it was just something that I just want to put out there. I just want to inspire a few people and show people that it was... This Chav has found a different way of dealing with life, navigating my emotions and, you know, regulating the nervous system when it comes to them moments where stress can hit hard, or, you know, your missus on your back, or your boyfriend's annoying you, or the kids are doing your head in, or, you know, your boss at work's really on you. The bills are coming in, and, you know, all these things. Like, I just wanted to show that there was a different way of dealing with it, and it's not in a pub.
It's not in a pub. No, it's not in a kitchen at 6 a.m. At 6 a.m. either.
That's the natural reaction, right?
It is, yeah. It is for like a lot of people. That's how they escape, isn't it?
Absolutely. So, that's it. It's escapism. Like, they want to get away from that, but
like to numb life a little bit, innit?
Yeah. But the best place to be is in here, because if you can conquer that, nothing else. Like, that's the most powerful place to be.
Do you think there's certain people are more, I don't want to use the word susceptible, but more able to tap into this sort of thing than others?
Yeah, oh, definitely, yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
Do you think you were an easy one to tap into? Or a difficult one to tap into?
I mean, I'm going to get... So, my best mate, Ben, never been interested in anything like this. Right. Yeah. He's like a proper lad's lad.
You think you're crackers?
Yeah.
Or did he think you're crackers?
he came to my first ever indoor event. Not because he was, maybe because he was a little bit interested, but I think he was more intrigued because he's seen how it was affecting me. So he had his whoop on, and when we guided him through his meditation, his heartbeat went to less than his sleeping heartbeat.
What?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And he said he was hovering above his own body, watching himself meditate. And I think that's the perfect example, because you would never think that you'd be able to get him in that room, never mind like guide him through a meditation. So it shocks you, it really does, like where people can go to.
Have you never thought of like I'm hearing what you're saying, and like this is tapping me into like, what's that thing that like everyone does when they go to like fucking the jungle of Peru and see a shaman and take that stuff and everyone be
ayahuasca.
sick? That's it, yeah. Like I feel like that's like the natural progression here, that you're going to end up in Peru with a shaman. You know what I mean?
I mean,
would you do it?
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Like, if
give it a go.
I never say never. Life's about taking opportunities, right?
Yeah.
It is something that I've seen, and it's something that I've thought about before. It's not something that I've sort of went to go and do, but I've seen it, and I've seen the effects that it's had on people, as in positive effects. There's a couple of lads down in Manchester. One of them, he came on our last men's retreat, and he reckons that it's completely changed his life.
I hear this.
Yeah, he reckons that it's took him to a whole different level. He come off cocaine like 2 years ago, and he done his first ayahuasca retreat about a year ago, and said like once he done that, now like his life is just leveling up every day.
Like it rewire. I've heard it can literally rewire your brain.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Your chemistry is different. Your wiring's different. You think different. You make decisions different. You're in the same world, but you're just different.
Well, yeah, it opens up that consciousness, doesn't it? Like I think from what I read, it can rebuild brain cells.
Really?
Yeah, like it can recreate that, like open up them receptors in the brain that have closed out over years, and because you have receptors in your brain, but because the world is so divided now, they've created this world that's so divided through everything, you know. I don't like him because he supports so-and-so. I don't like him because he follows this religion. I don't like him because he's a vegan. You know, like, and really, we're just one humanity, and we all should just support each other. So,
Facts.
yeah. So, over time, the world has become that agendaed and that negative in division that these receptors, they close because people use certain wording, they see subliminal messaging, and they all... We're born to be part of communities, and we're born to communicate, but they've shut that off, unfortunately, through all these different reasons. And our receptors in our brain, they close over time, and that's when dark times come in, and depressions and all these different things. And these practices can open up them receptors, but they reckon that the plant medicines just do it automatically.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you would be a bit, I'd be a bit scared. I'm not going to lie. I would be shitting myself. But to say, if you're shitting yourself, like scared, don't do it.
Yeah.
That's a bad start to your brain. So like, I think I'm going to sneeze. I think that's where I would be. Am I going to sneeze? No, I'm not.
No.
I hate that, mate. What a waste of, you know what I mean? It's an absolute wind up, that, innit?
But yeah, so then that's where I ended up. I ended up taking this route, recognising what they were doing, and the idea was never to build this to where it is.
No.
Like, the idea was just to inspire a few people, show people that it was possible, like people from them council estates that are kind of that align with me, and show them that this work is for everyone. It's just, essentially, it's self-progression work. I say this quite a lot, you know, whether you're a guide of meditation, whether you're a PT, whether you're guiding people through breath work, like it's all part of self-progression work because it's all about every day doing something better for yourself. So that's where we've kind of got to, and it's just grown ever more. And I think that's probably a reflection on what we're doing from our side.
Talk
really.
us through like one of these retreats. So like, tell me one that like, well, not the ones you've done now, because I think you've done ones in Ibiza. I assume you've done ones in the UK.
So this one here, this is a men's only retreat.
Okay, and
we have a 12-acre forest over in the lakes that we use.
Into the wilderness.
Into the wild wellness. It's called
Wild wellness. Sorry.
Yeah, and I have that with the lad Zach. Recovery is no race.
Right. Recovery is no race.
Yeah.
Is that him?
No, that's not him. That's Ryan Foster. He's one of the attendees.
Right. Okay.
These are just lads who attended these.
What's going on in one of these retreats then?
So these are based in the forest. I mean, if you could get the audio on for that, it is pretty good that video, that promo video. To be honest,
you need to click on the thing on the video to unlock the sound.
Can we start that again or not, Ron?
Yeah.
And meditate.
Let's have a look.
I do love this.
Get yourselves down on the next one. Good vibes, man. Oh.
Man down.
Genuinely has been life changing. I push myself through it. I push myself to my limits, and I'm grateful for it pushing me. The hike, the cold water dip, the speak from Danny yesterday on mindset, the wrestling drills. Favourite part is everyone sitting around the fire and learning how to do breathing exercises and meditation. Everyone just coming together as one, especially strangers I've never met before. You come here and it's like instantly you've known each other forever. I'll say I've had a few tears this weekend. These guys here are amazing people. The best thing is though, it's been fun, and that's what we're here for. We're here to enjoy life and be happy, and sometimes stripping it back to just getting out in this nature is where it's at. It's where it's at. When we're all talking when we all coming back next. As soon as you guys throw the next one out, I'm back. If I had a choice now between the big frog coming here, I'd come in. Hands down, my emotions are all over the place for the good reasons here. With joy and happiness. If anybody's out there and you're thinking of it, don't sit on the fence, jump over it. Just do it, honestly. As this weekend has genuinely changed my life.
Wow.
How fucking cool's that?
It's pretty cool, that, like.
Yeah. Do you know what, right? I've watched that video 100 times and just sitting here watching it, like, I've got a big smile on my face and I'm just so proud of what we've created, man. Like, the fact
that whole thing we just seen is your creation and your friend.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I love about that one, because it's all different ages. You had young lads there. There was a lad who I watched the video on where you were talking to him. He was 65.
So that's Pete, yeah.
Yeah.
So Pete, I met Pete because when I was a project manager, he was my site manager. And he came to, I used to hold events in Liverpool, because obviously, like, that's where kind of all stemmed from.
Yeah.
And he came to the event, him and his daughter. And then ever since then, he's been to Ibiza twice with us. He's been to the lakes with us. He's coming back to the lakes because we've got another men's retreat in July.
Yeah.
He's been everywhere, and he's just a fantastic guy. Like, he's so inspirational because he'll have the lads all sat round. He had all the lads sat round him at the last men's retreat, and he's saying to them, like, I started at 63 doing this work. Yeah. He said, but now I'm thriving in life. I'm thriving the most I've ever thrived at 65. He said, but use the 30 years in front of me. Don't waste the time.
Right.
Just do it. Just go and do it. He's an inspirational guy, man. He's cool. He's a very, very cool guy.
Yeah, that's something that I took away from that video. Do you know, like, you could tell when people were speaking that, you know, it wasn't just for the camera. They genuinely got something out of it. They genuinely felt something.
Yeah.
I think for me, because I've never experienced it before, I've never really had a moment of like spirituality, I wouldn't say, or anything like that. I live in the rat race. I live in the stressful world.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I have tried to sit and do that. You know, when things are getting a bit much, I've tried to sit and do that whole breathing thing and trying to bring yourself down and trying to. But I don't really. maybe I'm doing it wrong. I just don't end up where everybody, well, these seem to be.
Yeah, but if you're doing it on your own, it's completely different. It's like going to the gym on your own or doing it with a PT.
It's true.
Yeah. You're always going to get more with the PT, right?
Big facts.
Because he's going to put an extra 2.5 kilo on each side.
Mm-hmm.
So what these guys are getting when I guide them is completely different to what they'll potentially get when they're on their own.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's obviously the men's one. Then we have like the Ibiza Retreat, which is more... So that's more of a kind of like alpha. So...
Alpha, well, I've seen the wrestling and shit.
Yeah,
so
it's
masculine.
It's more of a masculine thing because, well, we know masculinity is just... It's
dying.
It's targeted, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Unfortunately, like, masculinity is demonized in the world now.
Yeah, it is.
It's made out to be a toxic thing, but when the feminine and the masculine come together properly, like, there's nothing ever more powerful. That's exactly what the world needs.
Have you heard of Pursuit of Polarity?
No, I haven't, no.
The lady that came on here recently, that's her shtick. That's the whole shtick. The men and women thing, the masculinity and femininity, and them coming together is the most powerful thing.
Yeah.
So I've heard that before.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, she's made a whole thing of, like, you know, like you've done the Chavvy Hippy.
Yeah.
She's got, like, her own thing going on.
Yeah.
Basically just around that, promoting that.
Yeah, cool.
And it's, it stands to reason. You're the second person I've heard say that with absolute, you know.
And do you know what it is as well? See, a lot of women, they don't realise they are the power. They're the creator of the world, right? Because without a woman...
Game over.
Yeah, it's game over, right? The woman's womb is the centre of the universe, essentially. Like,
it's where everything stems from.
Yeah.
There's a reason why it's called Mother Nature. Because the world is created by a woman.
Yeah.
And... it's given away so easily.
Yeah,
it breaks my heart at times, you know, how easily that is given away. But I was part of that world once upon a time, like, and you know, hopefully through education and we can help, we might be able to change people's perspectives on that.
Mm-hmm. So tell me about the Ibiza thing. What happens in Ibiza?
So with Ibiza, it's 3 days. So we do retreats abroad a little bit different, right? I think I know that I sound probably a little bit big-headed here, but I actually don't think anyone's doing retreats better than us.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
I really do. Obviously, we all have our own niche, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think, maybe not as good as us, that might be the wrong wording, no one's doing them like us.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So I book 7 nights in Ibiza.
Okay.
Yeah. And I give people that option to have a holiday.
Okay.
Yeah. But within that 7-night holiday is a 3-day retreat.
Okay.
So you have 2 days to warm up, get to know everyone, because there's a lot of strangers in that group. We go to food together, we go down to the beach together, we do some journaling, we just interact. And then we have a 3-day retreat. And the 3-day retreat consists of, day 1 is connecting on a deeper level. Your why. Why have you ended up where you are? Why have you ended up in Ibiza with me, with my team, with us? What's the reason that you're here? What do we need to face that you haven't faced already? So that's day 1, connection. I mean, this year it was nuts. We done the meditation, and everyone in the room was crying, like uncontrollable. Like the energy that was circulating around the room. I looked at my missus over in the corner. She was crying her eyes out.
No way.
I've got Ellie, our yoga girl. Yeah, she's from Redcar, but she lives in Ibiza.
Right.
Ellie's over there crying her eyes out. I'm crying at the front trying to guide a meditation. And I just looked to the side and I put my hands over my eyes and I was inconsolable. Just that energy that was circulating around the room. It was just, honestly, It was a moment that I'll never ever forget in my life. So that would be like day one, and then day two is more fun. It's more creative. It's like inner child work. So we
Question.
Go on,
This big tent thing here.
yeah.
You've hired this,
Yeah.
right? Where have you plonked it? Where is it?
No, so this is in a place called Salinas in Ibiza.
Right.
It's an area of Ibiza.
Right.
And it's actually my friend's property.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's bought this place.
Right.
And she called it La Curandera.
Okay.
La Curandera translates to the healer in English.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So she's called Elizabetha. She's one of the coolest women I've ever met. She's
Or is it just a property in like?
Yeah, it's just a
in
property.
the middle of the countryside.
Yeah, it's a property in Ibiza, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Near the salt mines and
It's
stuff.
obviously got a lot of land.
Yeah, well, it's actually it's a boutique hotel as well.
Okay. Okay.
Honestly, it's such a cool piece of land.
What's that place called again?
La Curandera.
La Curandera.
Yeah, and it translates to the healer.
The healer.
Yeah, but she's cool, better. Yeah, so day two is more about... So day one is about facing that why we're here, what do we need to rid of, what do we need to face that we haven't faced before. A lot of emotion in that first day, very powerful first day. And then we kind of let that go, and then we introduce day two, which is inner child. But what you find is... On that day one, when people come into space, we cleanse people as they're coming into space, and I could feel it. I could feel the emotion. I could feel how tense it was. On day two, it was like 12 brand new people walked into space.
From day one?
From day one.
Right, okay.
It was like, on day one, they were coming up and they were like, it was like tense cuddles. On day two, it was like, yeah! Let's go, like
as if they've released something.
As if they'd like got rid of something. And as I was cleansing people, I looked up at the second person. I can't remember who it was. I think it was a girl called Bethany, and I went, I can already feel the vibrations raised here. And she was like, I know, it's unbelievable, innit?
Wow.
And we got into the space, and it was like having 12 brand new people in the space. It was unreal. We got Ellie, the yoga girl. She'd done like an upbeat type yoga. So it was more like shaking off any like excess that might have been still lingering from the first day, or like anything that was trapped. So it was more like, just like a little bit of an upbeat thing. And then she got like everyone in a circle, and like, so say if it was us three here, I'd point at you and you'd do a dance move, and everyone would just have to copy you.
Right.
So, like, you're just being daft. You're just being playful. Just being the child
Silly,
again.
yeah.
Just whatever you do, everyone has to copy.
And everyone having a giggle.
Yeah, and everyone just laughing at each other, and, you know, nothing's too serious. And then the last girl, someone pointed at her, and she just went, everyone follow me. And she just started this train, and everyone's just following around the circle, just absolute giving it beans. And it was just, you know, it's a giggle like... Life doesn't have to be so serious, does it?
No. No, it doesn't.
And it was fantastic. Ellie's amazing. Like, Ellie, our yoga girl, she's absolutely incredible. She's so cool, man. And then we go from there, we do some creative. So, like, we do, like, art workshops and just creating something that... Like, mine was to do with my granddad. I taught about my nana a lot. But my granddad was an amazing bloke. And we used to go like winkling, we used to go caravanning, and so like I created a painting that like showed just the different levels, like the sea, the rocks that we used to go winkling at, showed like the green with the caravan on it, the sky. So like I created my picture like that, which it's in my bag outside. I carry it with me everywhere now. Because yeah, like I say, I taught about my nana a lot, but my granddad was he was the guy who. He raised me like he was the man that I could like. He was my solid. Do you know what I mean? He's the one who looked after me. So that's day two. We do the inner child work, and then me, I'm known for creating something called the self-love sessions.
Okay.
The self-love king, if you like.
Okay.
Like I took little elements from all these different places that I'd been all around the country, and I'd been over to Greece and we'd done stuff over there, and I brought it all together into a 3-hour session, and we call it self-love sessions. And so day 3 is literally appreciating them first couple of days, showing love to yourself right now, in this moment. You know, this time right now is the only time that's ever going to matter. Like, right now is the most important time of your life, right? So we do day 3, which is all about self-love and gratitude, and it's just a perfect way to sign off. And then we leave there and we go down the beach and we have a little dip down on the beach and just have a bit of community time down there, and before we unwind. And then with the last 2 days of the holidays, like decompression time. You know, go and do what you want, where you want.
Chill out.
Yeah, just chill out. Like, process what's happened the last few days. And
I bet there are a good couple of days then.
Yeah.
You know, afterwards, you can imagine if that's worked as it's supposed to, you come out the other end, you've been through this fucking journey, you literally feel like it's all lifted. And then you get these 2 days and you're abroad and you're around these people that you've just shared all this stuff with. But no one's doing the dance moves anymore. No one's doing the meditation. You're just being you.
Yeah.
You must feel like a real connection to them people.
Yeah.
You must do.
When we
you make friends for life, right? Doing that.
Oh, yeah. Like, there's people in that space, 3 of them that barely knew each other before Ibiza.
Right.
I seen 2 days ago, they were all on a walk together. So, like, connections that have been made in that space. And still now, like, they all talking in the group. You know, they're from all over the country. We've got Liverpool, London, Newcastle, Middlesbrough. And they're all still interacting with each other in the group, which is incredible. But the first year that we done it, we had a girl called Talia, and she was like 24 at the time, works in like high-end fashion with marketing and stuff. And we had Pete, 65-year-old. They were nearly crying, leaving each other at the airport on day 5, just because that connection had been made so powerfully, especially when you're in that space and you become ever more vulnerable. And like, people get to know like a deeper level of who you are and what you've went through, and like, yeah, it's special, mate. Like, I'm very, very, very proud of what we've created there.
You've got another one coming up, right? In
Crete. We've got Greece in October. I'm actually going there next Friday. I'm going to go and stay in the villa for a week.
So tell us about this. I love Greece. Tell me about what's going to happen in Greece.
So Greece is, it's different to this again. So this, with Ibiza, we all stay in the same hotel and we all travel across to the venue on the retreat days.
Got it.
Greece is going to be 6 nights in a villa.
Big villa.
Yeah. Sleeps 10.
Got you.
It's got its own private pool, own private beach. It's got a big barbecue, pizza oven type style outside, roof terrace.
Beautiful.
We're going to have our own private sunrise yacht. We're going to do floating sound baths. We've got a company that we work with that we can take people horse riding if they feel that connection to it. And we still got that explore of Crete, because Crete is beautiful.
Stunning.
Oh, innit?
What a place.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
What a place.
It's
Paradise.
rich in history, isn't it?
It's a powerful island.
Yeah.
And the food's phenomenal.
Yeah.
The Crete food is like, I've been all around Greece, but Crete is by far.
Yeah.
Do you know
the
what they
best.
call people from Crete?
I'm going to guess.
Go on.
Cretins.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That was purely a guess. It sounds like it,
When
doesn't it?
someone said Cretin while I was there, I was like, oh, that's not a very nice thing to say, is it?
But you know, you do the E a bit different. Cretan. That's what you should be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cretan. Cretin.
But the food there, yeah, there's a place in Hossonissus, right? Because I stayed in Gouves for like 2 months. My mate came out to see me. He loves a seafood platter. I love a seafood. Because all these places are just fishing villages, right? And we went to this place in Hossonissus. Honestly, all I've been saying to my missus for the last 3 weeks is, I can't wait for one of them seafood platters. Me and my mate just send us, we send us that picture every just now and again, just to remind each other life was so good when we had that fucking seafood platter.
That's what it is. They're like your peaks of life. Sat in like a Greek taverna, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With some nice music in the background and this beautiful fish platter in front of you, seafood platter. That's a pinnacle of life, isn't
Absolutely,
it? That's it. To us I was thinking there in our countries, Cretan obviously been a funny, to them, obviously Cretin won't mean Cretin what it means to
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking, like, other countries, I was thinking, do you think people from Turkey know they're called a bird? Like, because Turkey's a bird, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Do you think they know that, like, to them, Turkey doesn't mean that thing that goes,
Yeah.
does it? Like, it doesn't mean that, no? Like, and Hungary, like, that's a funny one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hungary. How have you come up with Hungary?
Yeah.
Like, couldn't you call it, like, I don't know, Hungaria or something?
Yeah,
Hungary.
was the first man there just starving, so
Yeah.
he just named it after him.
But to them,
Named after his first feeling.
but to them, that won't mean that,
Yeah.
will it? Like, hungry won't mean I'm starving to
No.
them.
No.
It's just a word,
Yeah.
right? Mental. That's how my mind's
Random
working, mate.
thoughts.
That's how my
yeah,
mind's
yeah,
working,
yeah.
mate. Yeah. But yeah, this Crete thing, mate, sounds magical.
Yeah, it will be, mate. Yeah, we've we've got kind of like the structure set out, and again, it's going to have a lot of powerful practices within it. I am really looking forward to this one because it's like we haven't done it like this before.
How so?
Because it's in the villa. It's
Right.
6 nights. It's we're going to be going out exploring. We're going to be going out on the yacht. We're going to, and we're going to hold space around that.
Is the villa out the way a bit of everything, or is it in a town?
Yeah. It's near the capital city, which is Heraklion,
Yes.
but it's on its own private land.
Right. Okay.
Like I say, it's got its own private beach. It's got its own pool.
It's quite secluded, though.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely, yeah. So it's going to be cool, like, and it's got everything included. Like, all you have to do is pay for the retreat and pay for your flight. Like,
Right.
all the food's going to be included. You stay in the villa, all your practices, everything that comes with it is going to be included. Obviously, if we go out and you want to go on a jet ski, I'm not paying for that.
No.
But like everything, like you could literally land in Crete and even your transfers, we include the transfers. So like everything is included, so you could get to Crete and not spend another penny the whole time that you're there.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Have you got, like, you said 6 days? Or
Yeah.
Have you got it, like, mapped out what's each day? Or are you still working that out?
Yeah, so we have got it mapped out, but that's why we're going over next week to stay in the villa.
Okay.
Because once we get engrossed in the surroundings,
Get a smell for it.
Yeah, get a smell for it, get a feel for it. That structure might change.
The light bulbs might start pinging, and you might start
Exactly.
thinking, "Hang on a minute, we need to be doing this."
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that's a mint way of doing it. That's
Yeah.
going out there first.
Yeah.
So like you're just at one with it all.
Oh yeah, our lass is gutted that she has to spend 8 nights in a villa in Crete.
Nightmare.
Yeah, she's gutted, man.
Works
honestly.
tough, innit?
Yeah.
Works
it
tough.
is, yeah.
Yeah, it's
we're
not a bad job, is it? Not
And
a
I've
bad
actually
job.
got a call this afternoon with another venue in Portugal.
Because you don't do things by half, do you?
No, once we're in, we're all in, mate.
Yeah.
How are you recruiting people, though, Michael? Like,
do you mean?
You know, are people just coming to you, and are you going out and like recruiting people to come to
No.
these retreats?
No, I would never push anything down anyone's throat. We put it out there, and people
Just
jump
through
on.
social media and
Yeah.
whatever
And
else.
what's amazing now, so like at the last beach event, I'd probably say 95% of the people that bought tickets, I don't know their names.
Really?
I've never seen them before.
Right.
With Crete, I'm all about loyalty, me. So anyone who's been on a retreat before, they will always get first access to anything that we're doing.
Okay.
So like, not with the beach, because the beach is, well, it's unlimited, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's fill the full beach.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
But when it comes to like retreats where it's got restrictive amount of numbers, then people who've been loyal to the whole process, they'll always get the first access.
Right.
So then it went up for general sale on Sunday, and within like 3 days it sold out.
Right. Okay. Done.
I think three places got taken in the early in like with people who've been before.
Like a pre-sale type
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
But where like last year when we were doing Ibiza, it was a lot of interaction with people, and which is obviously, it's understandable because people want to know more and they want to know what they're signing up for. But now, because we've created them and people have seen them, and, you know, like when we went to Ibiza, I've got a girl who does our content creation. I paid for her to come with us because I want to paint that picture for people, so they're not just listening to what I'm saying, they're able to see it visually as well, you see. So then, when I was a lad who I used to work with in telecommunications, he messaged me a couple of times, and then the next voice note I got for him was, "Life's too short, fuck it." And then when I looked on my Shopify, he'd paid for the double room.
Love it.
After like 3 messages between each other. I haven't seen him for like 3 years.
You're obviously rubbing off on him, you know. He's obviously feeling something from...
Which is amazing, because my vision for it is, for people to see it visually, rather than me trying to explain it to everyone. I want people to see how amazing it is, hear the stories.
Yeah.
And then that night I went to bed and woke up and someone had bought the last place while I was asleep. Like, someone who I'd never met before. And what an honour that is.
Yeah.
Like,
literally never met them.
Someone to believe in me so much from just what we're putting out there. Like,
well, this is what I'm feeling. Like, I've just met you today, but just sitting with you, I'm like there's a spell on me. I'm like, I'm thinking, I want some of what he's had for breakfast, me. Do you know, like that there is, it's very, very like it's just drawing me in. Like, I want to feel like that.
Yeah.
And I guess everybody else does too. So when you're out there doing your thing, going to these retreats, you know, you could be rubbing off on somebody who could be then telling that story to somebody else, and then they could be putting that passion into somebody else, and it's working. Like,
do you know the thing is, right? Anything, when shared, it's multiplied.
Yeah.
And that can be anything. Like, that can be stress, anger, pressure. When that's shared with your wife, with your kids, with your family, with your friends, it's multiplied, because then that person then feels that, and they will potentially pass it on to their missus, and so it's multiplied. But that also stands for joy, love, happiness,
facts,
kindness.
Yeah,
that's also multiplied. Now that's obviously a better tactic in life to live by.
Yeah, you'd say so.
And listen, I don't always feel like this. Yeah. But you know, sometimes it's a case of fake it till you make it. Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the greatest people ever have said that. That's the way to play it.
I walk into a shop, or anywhere, and someone says to me, I say, "Hiya mate, you alright? How you doing?" Behind the counter. "Oh yeah, I'm alright, how are you?" "Oh, I'm fucking fantastic." That's my natural reaction. Because sometimes you have to fake it till you make it. Maybe I'm not feeling fantastic, but if I tell 3 people that I'm feeling fantastic, more than likely, eventually, I'm going to feel fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
So,
sorry. Carry on.
The staff, can you?
Sorry about that. I didn't know it was on loud. That's my bad.
No, it's all right. Yeah, so trying to instill that into people, like...
Yeah.
It is okay to feel a certain way. It's okay to have your down days. I wasn't feeling well last week, and I was having a bit of a dip.
It's good to know that. You know, obviously, when you first impression to you is that you never have bad days. That's you come across as just this like uber positive, uber motivated, uber up for it, uber happy, spreading love, spreading joy. You know, just it seems perfect. But it's good to know that isn't always the case, that some days you have a shit day and some days you feel a bit depressed and stuff like that.
It's important to be human, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's I think that's adding to it, because it humanizes you and it makes you you're just the same as everybody else. Like, you haven't got this fucking higher power, like Jesus hasn't come down and blessed you. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I haven't got a magic spell.
No, that's what I'm saying. You're just a human being.
I haven't got a cheat code like you're playing GTA or something.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, I just...
But you're taking the right steps. You're doing the right things.
It's being realistic about life, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like, we're all going to go through them moments and them times where we're not feeling on top of the world. But I don't know, in reflection to that, like, do them good times really feel as good if you don't have them shit times as well? Do you know what I mean? So,
I guess
like,
so.
I guess your perfect example is hangovers.
Ugh.
Yeah. So, I'm drank for 22 months. Yeah. People say to me, you must feel amazing. It doesn't feel any different now. But because I'm not getting the highs and lows, I haven't got the lows of the hangover, so I don't get the highs of feeling fresh.
No.
It's just like that now.
Is it?
Do you know what I mean? And that's what I'm trying to say about life. Like, if you don't get them tests that are thrown at you, then without them battles, them great moments that you celebrate wouldn't be as great. Because if everything was a great moment, then it's not, is it? Because it's just normality then.
That's just the norm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That great moment that we're all looking for, or we all want, that we celebrate when it comes, or feeling amazing. Like, them moments, they're not celebrated either, because they're just normality then. So, yeah, life's about being realistic, and I have my down days, I have my down times. I don't let it ruin my day, and that's what we try to teach people with the tools. Like, take what you need from these sessions and how you can counteract them feelings, navigating your emotions and regulating your emotions, because every action has a reaction, right?
That's what they say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that action we cannot control. So say, for example, I walked in here and you were a dick to me, yeah? I can't control your action. The only thing I can control is my reaction.
Fact.
Yeah? Now, if I react and go, ooh,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? What's the point? Doesn't get us nowhere, does it? Because all of a sudden you go, who you fucking on? And I'm like, who you fucking on? Like, and then we're across the table, like, giving it to each other.
That's not good for business, is it? It's
Do you
not
know
what
what I
we're
mean?
promoting here, no.
So, like, the only thing I can control is my reaction to your action.
Yeah.
And that over the years, listen, I haven't perfected it.
I had to do that, mate.
It is.
I had to do that. I'm listening to all these self-help books outside. I'm a big audiobook guy.
Yeah.
So I'm every fucking audiobook going about making yourself better. Believe me, I'm the encyclopedia of them. I constantly, every day, 2 or 3 hours a day, I'm on it. And like all these, like the let them theory.
Yeah,
like
good book.
Good book. Great book. Love the book. I get it. I get what she's saying. It makes perfect sense. Let them. And I'm like, yeah, like, okay, if I stub my toe, there might be a world where I can, like, okay, let them. But then there's certain things in life where that ain't going to work. Like, that ain't going to work because I'm fucking raging. I'm absolutely fucking raging. Like, the red mist has descended. And if that little voice, well, remember the let them theory? Fuck you, let them theory.
I know.
Do you know, like, I fucking headbutt the fucking let them theory, do you know? But that's what I'm saying. So it's a tricky one because...
It is. Do you know...
Like that thing about like your reaction and stuff. It's like, yeah, maybe sometimes, but not always. I'm sure there's something that could happen to you where you would go, yeah, I'm not controlling my reaction now. I'm going mental.
Listen, I get antagonised all the time. Like, by, I think with the more popularity that the Chavvy Hippy has built,
Yeah.
the more that people want to poke holes in
Course they do.
things.
Yeah.
You
Course
know,
they do.
like I have people putting comments on the posts saying certain things, like one guy who's like, how can you charge for this beach event? It's public land, or something like that.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
And
Good.
I was just like, oh, mate, have a day off. Like,
He's a secret fan, mate.
have a day off.
He's a secret fan.
Someone else commented saying, well, what about when Oasis playing Hyde Park? Do you expect a free ticket to that? Because it's a public space, isn't it?
Yeah.
On any other day, it's a public park.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you pay for the experience, for the energy that's put into it, for the organisation, for the expertise, for the whole experience. You know, this is what you pay for the setup, for the sound, for the, like... So, I still have people trying to antagonise me, in the comments. Sometimes it does get to me a little bit, sometimes it doesn't.
You shouldn't read the comments, you know. I've never read a comment to anything that we've ever put out.
Oh, really?
Never.
No.
Never, ever, ever.
I say it all. He doesn't want to know nothing about it.
No. I heard very, very early on, before we even started doing anything like this, I heard a very popular person that everybody listens to, saying that he doesn't listen to he doesn't read any comments, never has, he just keeps away from it, and it keeps his mind where he wants it. And it's not, because you can be the strongest willed person in the world. If you're reading a lot of negative stuff, one of them might tap in. One of them might affect you, and you might start, second guessing yourself and thinking, shit, am I a bit? I just think my opinion to anybody is don't read anything.
It's easy to say when you've got someone who can reply to the comments.
When it's like different events, people want to know more stuff, and like you have to look. You have to.
This is true in your world.
A lot of our comments are for more information.
But you know these people who like hate on you, like in a way, like, are you a believer of like all attention's good attention? Like, I'm a believer of that.
Yeah,
so like, I don't care. I've always said I don't care if people are talking good, or I prefer they're talking good. But if they're talking bad, I'll accept that than not talking about me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'd rather you talk bad about me than not talk about me at all.
So there was a group last year, and they were like really, they were slating me.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I won't say who they were.
Go on, name 'em. Fuck it.
But yeah, they were calling me like a scumbag.
All right.
I'm just a young lad who's going to throw raves on the beach.
Right.
When we just had 130 people meditating on the beach. Like we had 130 people laid on a beach, breathing heavily.
Yes.
And apparently I was going to throw raves.
You don't sound the brightest bulbs.
But I said to someone, I'm not here to piss people off. But if I do, I don't really care.
Good.
Unless I'm doing something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because what I'm doing, I believe, and I know, is helping people.
Fact.
That's what I'm put on this planet to do.
You believe that?
I believe my purpose in life is to help people. Yeah. And that's what I'm doing. I'm fulfilling that. I'm helping people, because I get that in the stories that come back. I get that from the conversations that other people are even having with other people, and coming back and saying, have you heard that story? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, to be honest, I don't want to hear it. That's your conversation. So I know what I'm doing is good. I know that I'm helping people on a big scale.
Oh, yeah.
So if that pisses someone off enough to talk about me, I don't really care.
No.
If anything, if it pisses them off enough to talk about you, I would say it is, that's good, because then they're talking about me now.
Well, hopefully one day they'll come and they'll realise that, like, I'm not as bad as they're making me out to be.
No, mate.
By the way, I'm not. There's not many of them. Like, I don't hear a lot of
No,
stories.
no.
I'm just using an example
Of
of something that happened last year.
Yeah.
And off the back of it, a lot of the people out of that community group end up coming to our thing, and they loved it, and they got to know me, and they realised that I wasn't this bad person that I was sort of portrayed.
You know what you should do? Anyone who hates on you like that, you should offer them a free ticket. You should tell you what, I'm going to give you a free ticket.
Yeah, I mean, I have done that in the past, and
Have you?
yeah. Do you know, throughout this full thing, because monetization has never been it's never been the driver. Money's not my driver. Like, if I could do everything for free, if someone turned around to me tomorrow, say if you turned around to me tomorrow and said, I'll pay you a monthly wage of X amount a month, just go and throw as many wellness events as you can and help as many people as you can, I wouldn't charge for a thing.
Right.
We'd probably charge a couple of quid, because people have to make that financially, because people don't appreciate free, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I could do that, that would be fantastic. But the key driver is it's never been money. So the amount of tickets that I've given away over the years, whatever sessions that we used to do, we used to hold 20% of the tickets back. And if I seen someone that I could see that they needed it, I'd reach out to them and say, all right, mate, you look like you're struggling a little bit. There's a free ticket. Please come down. Like I've had it. We've give away loads of tickets. We've give out hundreds, maybe thousands of pounds of tickets.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because giving it to
that.
someone that needs it, for me, is worth more than any money. Like if I can get someone in that space for 3 hours and help them just with a little bit of clarity, or with a bit of like altering to their mindset, that's worth more than any money to me.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
What's so you mentioned something in July, you mentioned something in October. Map out what's it look like for you in the near future?
The what, sorry?
Your year ahead of you. You've got something in July.
So we've got
October.
We've got men's only retreat, which is in 4 weeks today. Then we've got 3 more beach events this year. So we've got the last Tuesday of every month throughout the summer until the end of August.
Right.
We've got a beach event.
Which beach is it at?
Southgate.
What?
Yeah.
Where's that?
Redcar.
Oh.
So down
right,
towards
yeah.
the lighthouse.
Yeah, I know what you're on about now, yeah.
Yeah.
So down there. Then we've got the men's only retreat in July, which is in the lakes. Then we've got Crete, which is in October. And then we'll be launching a mixed retreat in the lakes in the next 4 weeks. Once this other one's done, we'll be launching the mixed one. That's going to be in November.
Right.
Yeah.
You're doing all of this as well as working full time.
Yeah. Yeah.
We need to pull our finger out, Ron.
Yeah, we need to step up all game,
We need
mate.
to step it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like we're definitely slipping. It's
Do you know what it is though, mate? Honestly, see this, like last December or last November it was. I had no direction. Yeah, I didn't know where we were going. I just cancelled my self-love session. It was the only thing that I had going with it. I kind of like plateaued. I was in not a bad place, but the company that I'd just worked for, it was quite negative in there. So I came away from there. The mindset, I struggled to get it back. Met a lad called Zach, who we're now doing the Wild Wellness with, and I've just doubled down since then. Really grafted hard on this. Coming up with new concepts, working on myself personally. And what I wanted to create was spaces for everyone. So we have a weekly walk down the Tees Barrage, which is, what day are we on?
Thursday.
Tonight. We have a monthly hike, me and Zach, which is the second Sunday of every month, which are both free. We have the beach event, which is a $5. Yeah, which
now is it really
ridiculous?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, like
a $5. A $5. Come on.
You spent
Like
more on
local artists and everything down
fudge
there.
at the pitches, haven't you?
Literally. Literally, you have, yeah.
One piece of fudge is more than a $5 at the
Literally,
pitches.
yeah.
Yeah.
Pick and mix, 14 bar. Cheers.
Yeah.
You know.
So we have that. That's a $5. We have Ibiza. We have self-love session, which is 25 quid. We have Ibiza, which is like 450 quid. We have Into the Wild Wellness, which is £200. We have the mixed retreat, which is 250. We have Ibiza, which is 450. We have Crete, which is like 1350. And what I've wanted to create is a movement where everything is accessible for anyone. Money doesn't have to be a restriction for you. Finances don't have to be the restriction. It's only you that's going to be restricting your progress. Like we've got 2 women who joined our walk. They didn't know each other, and now they're like best mates. They've been coming to walk together now for the last 5-6 months. Like both, I would say maybe like around 50 or something, and how they're thriving now since they've met each other. So like that's the potential. So we want to create something where money's the finances aren't the obstacle. The obstacle is just you turning up.
That appears to be what you've created or are creating.
Yeah.
Amazing. Listen, how long have you been rolling for, Ron?
I have got it down just shy of an hour and 15.
That is round about where we like it, you know, Michael.
Have we been talking for an hour 15 there?
Yeah, we talk it flies, doesn't it?
An hour,
Proper
14.
flies.
I feel like we barely even got into it.
No.
That is nuts, that.
No, in an hour and 15. The thing is, over the years of doing them, we've figured out that like the ones that are an hour and 15, more people watch them.
Yeah.
But we used to do ones that were like 3 hours long, 2.5 hours long, and like, nah, no one's watching them. No one watches it that far. I mean, I've never listened to a 3-hour podcast like that. I've listened to an hour one though.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's it, mate. It's mad, isn't it? Because everyone tunes into Joe Rogan's and they're like 3 hours long.
You come back to them, don't you?
His I have to watch over periods of days.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does them all. Like, I don't know how anybody can keep up with him. Like, who's got 3 hours a day every day to listen to Joe Rogan?
Nuts, innit?
When he's got that type of money, mate, and that's his full-time job.
But like on a percentage scale, like there's only 24 hours in a day. So if you're spending 3 hours a day listening to Joe Rogan, there's like a large percentage of your life that is around Joe Rogan, like more than 10%.
When you put it that way,
Well, the thing is about that, like, I would never be able to take it in. Like, someone said, I seen someone saying that it's all good and well listening to something or reading a book, but if you don't make actions on what you've read, you might as well just go and watch The In-Betweeners.
It's true. It's true.
Do you know what I mean?
They're just words on a page, then, aren't they? Really?
It's just entertainment, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. Could be.
You might as well just turn Netflix on and just watch something on there.
Yeah.
Listen, Michael, how do people, which I assume they will, listening to this, how do people get in touch then?
So, we're on all platforms, the Chavvy Hippy, or we have our website, which is www.thechavvyhippy.co.uk. We have everything that we've got going on goes live on the website, and it also gets posted on social media platforms. Like you can see there, we've got like Crete early access. That page isn't accessible anymore because, we also got our clothing, which obviously I've got on today. So we're always doing things like that. We're always looking at ways of people getting like early access and things like that, and all the events and everything. So you've got your events tickets there, further down, further across, no, across the top, no, events tickets. So everything's kind of in there. Everything just gets posted on the website. So
it's like a blog as well, isn't it?
So everything's either on social media we're across all platforms. So we've got TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. So everything gets posted across them three. We have got our own YouTube page, which has got a couple of it's just got a couple of like self-help things in there, because we've actually got our own progression diary.
What's that?
So it's called the Self-Progression Diary.
Okay.
And it's just we're all about simplicity. So like it's very simple questions and lining you up for the next day to start the day well. Mm-hmm. Like, how are you going to progress tomorrow? So you're already planning for that progression the next day. But within it has like midweek resets. So you've got the breathwork with the Chavvy Hippy. Go down. Go into there, You've got the guided meditation. And then you've also got, go in shorts. Is it in shorts? The guided self-love. So
guided self-love.
Yeah. So we're everywhere. We're active. We're active. We're trying to reach people however we can and inspire as many people as we possibly can. Obviously the popularity is building, which is amazing because we do want to reach more people. Mm-hmm. But to be honest, for me, it's not about being a social media viral superstar. It's just about spreading a nice message to people.
I think what we said at the beginning of this show, I think that comes into play here at the end. It's like doing the whole full circle. I think if you just keep doing what you're doing, the way you're doing it, and believing what you believe and spreading what you spread, the time will come where you're huge. Do you know what I mean? Where whatever that means, huge can mean anything. Do you know what I mean?
Of course,
yeah. I think that, everything happens at the right time.
Yeah.
And you know, one day I do believe that this will be what you do, only this. You know, a world where you mentioned something to me like earlier on where you'd love, well, not love, but if you could just be paid a basic wage, you would just do this for free. Well, like if this business gets big enough, well, that's kind of what could happen. The business could just, you be an employee of the business, you just be paid by the business. And it is technically all for free after that. You know?
And just touching on that there, like...
Do you ever think about writing a book?
I haven't, no, to be honest. But, I mean, we would sit here for hours if we kind of delved into the full story of it. I've lived a lot of lives, to be honest. Yeah, a lot of lives. Maybe that's for another day on another podcast. Yeah. A lot of different lives. I don't want to start getting into it now because we will end up sat here for 3 hours.
Well, I'm intrigued. What are these other lives? Let's tap into them.
So obviously, I was part of the whole party era.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking, Michael?
I'm 36.
36.
Yeah.
Cool.
Rough paper round and all. Yeah, so I was obviously brought up in Middlesbrough. The whole drinking culture was a huge thing when I was growing up. My granddad was in the social clubs, my dad was in the party scene, and in our area, like, that was the main thing. So from a young age, we were part of that world, and yeah, we partied through our teens, we partied through our 20s, and I've had a lot of different directions in life where a lot of things thrown at me, a lot of opportunities, a lot of different businesses over the years, which have led me down different paths to sculpting the person that I've became today, really. And I think that's where the whole thing comes from, is, you know, it resonates because, listen, no one loved the party more than me.
All right.
Like, to this day, I love to dance, me. I love that feeling of being around people having a good time. And I always felt that. Like, when I went out, I always wanted people to other people to be having a good time. I loved going out partying. I loved dancing. I loved people laughing. I love people, like, it's just, I don't know. It was a great feeling, which we've then recreated in a sober environment.
Yeah, it's kind of rough.
But no one loved the party more than me. Like I say, I had the bars, and, like, I mean, they didn't do me any favours in the shape of self-progression, but we had a fucking good time in there.
How did you come to have a bar? And in Dubai?
Yeah.
So I didn't own the bar in Dubai, I just ran the bar in Dubai. Yeah, there was just a job going as a bar manager in Dubai. And
you lived in England at the time?
I lived in England at the time. I owned a graffiti art shop in Middlesbrough town. This is what I mean.
That's a lot of lives.
this is what I'm saying. Like, once we start to digress, like...
How did you get into graffiti art shop?
My best mate, Ben, who I mentioned earlier, he loved graffiti art.
Right.
I was living in Spain at the time, looking on moving back home. And he's like, do you fancy doing this? And I was like, yeah, why not? We'll give it a go. I'm that type of guy. I'm like, yeah, we'll just give it a go.
You were living in Spain?
Yeah, I was living in Spain.
Doing what?
So... at that time, I was 21. So I've lived in Spain three times.
Really?
Yeah, so accumulating to like 6.5 years. So this was the first time. At that point, I just saved up a bit of money and just went out there. And this is when you could, because you can't do it anymore, right?
No.
Yeah, you got the 90-day rule now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I just went out there. My dad was living out there. And to be honest, I just went out there to party.
Did you?
Yeah.
Where did you live in Spain?
Benidorm.
Oh, of course you did.
Yeah.
That's the place.
Yeah, that is the place.
Mm-hmm.
So I went out there just to... because I always had this thing inside me where I could and would be better. But every weekend in Middlesbrough, I was going out on a Thursday, Friday, then a Saturday, then probably Sunday, going back to work on a Monday, and nothing was changing. And no matter how much I partied, nothing was changing. And I was like, oh, I need to get this out of me here, because if I want to be that person that I want to become, Middlesbrough's restricting me, because I'm not going to leave work, because I'm just not going to. So then I thought, do you know what? Let's go to Spain. Let's go and enjoy it. So I did, and I got the party out of me.
Yeah.
Oh, did I?
Every day.
For 6 days a week for 2 years.
Wow.
2.5 years.
How are you earning money out there?
You are. So we had sort of like hustled a little bit, really. So I was picking up like little jobs here and there. But you remember Flossies?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Flossies were massive at the time. And I got a supplier out there, and we were buying them for €3 a pair. Started a Facebook page called The Flossy Man, and we'd take orders, and I worked out that 130 pairs could fit in a suitcase.
Okay.
And we were selling them at £20 a pair. So I was getting them for like €3, so say £2.50. And as soon as you got 130 orders, I'd just pack the suitcase and I'd just fly back home.
Wow.
So where people used to do fag runs, I used to do flossy runs.
No way.
So
That's
we
cool.
were just,
Jesus.
we were just making bits of money like that just to get by, really. You don't need much in Spain.
No.
A pint was 90 cents. When you're 21 and in your party era, you don't need water, you need a pint. So
what you need.
a pint was 90 cents, so didn't need much else.
No.
The
The Flossy Man.
Flossy Man, yeah.
Wow.
So
made
yeah.
some money doing that as well. Christ, €3.
We used
20
to do
quid.
all right, to be fair. Yeah, we did
How much
all
are you
right.
flogging them for? Tenner? 20 quid?
20 quid.
20 quid a pair.
Yeah, so we make like £17.50 a pair. Flight, it cost me £100 return.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah, so we used to. Well, like I say, I was just making money however I could.
Did you ever get pulled in customs and they say to you, why have you got fucking 130 pairs of shoes in your bag? You have no clothes.
Got a lot of different family members.
Yeah.
But so we were just doing that, really, and just picking up bits of work in bars, and like the British thing was back then, like you go and do a season wherever, where I was doing 2.5 years.
A long season, that.
Yeah,
innit?
it's a long season, yeah.
But Benidorm don't really sleep, right?
If you don't want to sleep in Benidorm, you don't have to. No.
I mean, like seasons and shit. It's like busy all year round, right?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I mean, it gets busier in the summer, of course.
Yeah.
But
Jan and Feb are probably the quietest months. December's really busy. November, you've got like fiestas on, yeah. So January, February is your downtime, but you've still got people coming. And then March, you obviously got Cheltenham and Paddy's Day, and then that kicks off the season in full swing again. Yeah. But it's cool. Benidorm's a cool place to be.
I went once when I was younger.
Yeah.
It was a concrete jungle.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
it
yeah.
was. It was. I was surprised by how like city-like it is. Like there
Yeah.
is like skyscrapers everywhere.
Yeah,
That's what it feels like.
So they reckon it's the second tallest town or city in Europe.
I can believe it.
Yeah, because like Middlesbrough's obviously like say like I think the population of Middlesbrough is like 200,000 or whatever, but it's obviously spread over a vast amount of land, right? Where they've got the same population, but it's like that.
Condensed, innit?
Yeah,
And they go up.
so it's all just up.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
ours is that way, theirs is that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You find that in most major cities, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
New York and stuff. It's
Yeah.
you take a 10 square mile radius in, New York, Manhattan, Brooklyn, whatever.
Yeah.
Like you could probably get that's like a country. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Because it's
absolutely,
just
yeah.
going up. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? There are countries that don't have that population, literally, like New Zealand and shit. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
That's it. I mean, we went to Ireland at Christmas. We rented a camper and toured like round Southern Ireland over New Year, and the amount of land unused in Ireland was just bonkers. Like
Countryside and stuff.
just the whole like away from like Limerick and Dublin,
And Cork and that.
but even Cork, like it was so vast.
Was it?
Yeah.
Just spread out.
Yeah, just loads. It was just spread out everywhere. There's just so much greenery. It was just unbelievable. So like you'd see a house, but then you wouldn't see a house for another mile or so. Like, and it was cool. So you see that, and then you think about like the major cities, how just condensed it is. It's just completely different world.
I couldn't live in a big city, mate. Do my head in. I couldn't do it.
It's too hustle and bustle for me.
Everything moves at like 100 miles an hour, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like I whinge because I've got a neighbour on either side. But like if I lived in New York, I've got a neighbour either side, front and back, and up and down. Like literally,
exactly,
I'm boxed in from every angle.
Do you know what though? Benidorm is mint. Like that centre of Benidorm. It's kind of like Middlesbrough.
Is it?
So like the centre of Benidorm is like Albert Road.
Love this.
Shithole. Yeah, essentially. Although Albert Road's getting nice now, during the day especially.
Yeah.
But do you know what I'm saying? Like, you've got that centre of Middlesbrough, which isn't so attractive, but you drive 15 minutes in any direction, and we're blessed, aren't we? We've got the full coast.
Beautiful.
From Redcar through to Saltburn, all the way through to Skinning Grove and what have you. You drive the other direction, you've got Great Ayton, you've got Rosebery Top, and you've got Captain Cook's. You know, you drive further that way, and then you've got the moors. So like, and Benidorm's like that. You've got the centre, which is all party. But you drive in any direction, you can get to the old town, which the old town is beautiful. You got like Tapas Alley and all these amazing little Spanish restaurants. You go further down, you've got the coast. You go the other way, you've got like La Nucia, it's all mountains. You go the other way, you've got like towards like Mariah and stuff. You've got Albia, Alfaz, and all down there is absolutely stunning. But you've got that centre, which everyone obviously always gravitates to that because most people go there for lads or lasses all day. Yeah, that's what they're there for. And then they come away and go, Benidorm's a shithole. But it's not.
It's not.
If you actually ventured out of that
1 mile square radius.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. If you literally went to the end of that road and crossed over the road, it's actually really nice there.
Actually Spain there.
Yeah. There's some Spanish people over there.
Yeah, it is. It's very English, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's it. People say to me, do you know Spanish? Very little.
Very little.
Like,
un poquito.
Yeah, like very little Spanish because no one speaks Spanish.
No.
And even the people who are like, they speak little English, you try and speak to them in Spanish, but because it's in Benidorm, they just laugh at you.
Yeah.
So it's just like, do you know what? I'm not even going to try.
No.
Like, you get to a point where you're like, I sound like a dickhead here. Even though you're trying to be the sound one, you like sound like a bit of a dick, like, because they're like laughing at you, like, because you've got the word wrong.
Yeah.
Because there's like, in their language, it's feminine, masculine. So each word has an interpretation. So if you use like the masculine in a feminine sentence, like, they laugh at you and you're like, how we mate? At least I'm trying, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know. How did you find the Spanish? Because like my experience of Spanish people isn't that good actually. I've been to Spain a lot. I've been to Benidorm, been to Salou, Malaga, Madrid, Seville, loads of places. But the Spanish people on the whole, I get a real bad vibe from them. I get a vibe that like they don't like me.
Older generation, it can be quite like that. Obviously, I've still got a lot of Spanish friends. The younger generation are a lot more interactive, and I think the reason being is because that older generation have probably seen the invasion of the British or the English coming in and just smashing bottles and starting fights, and unfortunately, mate, that's what we do when we go into places like and they've got not a good representation of us all, right? But I think that older generation have probably seen that, and but then the towns become dependent on us as well.
Yeah, their economy relies on British tourism.
But it never once upon a time.
No, it didn't once.
No.
That was a different world.
It was a different world, yeah. So
I
they
old,
probably
old fogies want it to be like that still,
Yeah.
but it's just not like that. The world's changed.
But even me, like, I still want it to be the 90s because it was great.
Of course it was.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
man.
like, even me at 36, I still want it to be the 90s. I'm sure they still want it to be the 50s
Absolutely.
because, well,
It was the good old days, wasn't it?
the good old days,
The good old
yeah,
days.
yeah.
When life was simple.
Remember the 90s?
What you're talking about, the good old days, that's what I'm living in now.
know,
with my
yeah.
life.
Yeah. So they probably seen that invasion, but then the younger generation that I've got to know, I think they're of the understanding that, they can capitalise on that invasion. Yeah, a lot of us might be there causing havoc, but they've actually capitalised on it and they've probably built a good business and a good life off the back of it.
Yeah.
Catering to the idiots.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a friend over there, and he runs the main bar in Benidorm. Is called it's called Red Lion.
Okay.
So his dad had it before him. His dad was he was dead rude.
Was he?
Yeah,
Spaniards?
Spanish. Yeah, just like sort of stood for no shit. Like you couldn't really talk to him. But then his son took over it, and his son's called Kike, and he's so sound, like just a proper top lad. So I think that generation's probably changed. Like the new generation has changed the sort of perception a little bit, or changed the mindset. But yeah, I get where you're coming from, because I've seen it myself. Like there can be, but I guess it's in any.
Well, saying that, I don't feel it from Greek people.
Do you know what? Honestly, see, Greek and Portuguese. Oh, the people are amazing, man.
Yeah.
Like
Are they?
so friendly. The Greek, like when I was in Greece for 2 months, right? When I landed, I didn't know what I messaged my mate. I was like, "What do I do to meet people? Because I don't drink." It's like, you normally meet people in pubs and restaurants, right?
I have this problem. I don't drink, so how do you meet people?
Yeah, and but I was playing paddle at the time, so I just found a paddle place.
A club sort of thing.
Yeah,
Right.
I just thought I'll just go there, and I become like, I was the only Englishman there, so like everyone wanted to play with the English lad,
Right.
which worked well for me. But the whole time I was playing paddle 5-6 nights a week.
Right.
Yeah, but I never paid for a single coffee, a single bit of food.
Really?
They were just so welcoming. Like I'd go to pay and they'd be like, "No, you're a guest in our country." Like
That's the Greek.
I mean, yeah, that was the Greek culture. Like you're a guest in our country, so we'll get it.
They're so warm people.
Yeah.
Like they're just so welcoming. Even the miserable ones are nice. Like even the miserable ones are charming. You know.
Yeah.
You don't ever feel hatred from them.
No.
You're meeting a Greek person who's not interested in what you've got to say.
Yeah.
But you're not getting what you feel off some Spanish people where you think, he actually detests me.
Yeah.
That's the difference. I don't think the Greek... Isn't there some history, like... Am I making this up? I talk about my ass. Isn't there some history, right, about why the Greeks like the English? That it's something to do with, like, didn't we help them in, like, some kind of fight or something?
I don't know.
We did, man. Wrong. Prove me wrong. I mean, prove me right wrong.
Why do Greeks like English?
Yeah.
Greeks generally have a high rooted in historical support for Greek independence.
Yes, see, there's something like that. We did something like that for them. We helped them.
Historical allies, Britain provided vital military and financial support during the Greek War of Independence in
There
the
you go.
1820s.
Voila.
This historical backing, along with figures like Lord Byron, who died for Greek independence,
Hey, you
cemented
don't
a
talk
lasting
so much
legacy of
shit, yeah.
respect.
See what I'm saying? Us and the Greeks. Do you know what I mean? Cut from the same cloth, aren't we?
Yeah.
Brothers.
I mean, they were always dead welcoming when I was there, no matter where I was going, whether I was going to the laundrette, whether I was in the gym, whether I was at paddle, like they were all just really nice. Like I never really met anyone that was rude to me the whole time that I was there.
Right, when you moved, I know we've glossed over it. Like you went out there for how long?
I was only there for 2 months.
What was it, just a long holiday?
No, so I hadn't launched the Chavvy Hippy yet, and my dad died, and this woman who we both knew from Germany, because my dad lived in Germany, and she reached out to me, but she's a doctor, like a psychiatrist, therapist, and she reached out to me and she was like, oh, sorry to hear about your dad, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yeah, oh, thank you very much for reaching out. And then we just sort of like digressed from there. And I was like, oh, what are you up to? She was like, oh, I'm living in Crete, running my own retreat out here for like psyche retreats, like therapist type based stuff. I was like, oh, that's cool. She's like, what are you doing? And I just started doing the stuff on the beach, but not as the Chavvy Hippy. So like when we were getting like 3 people on the beach. And
just as you sort of thing.
Just as me, yeah. Just sort of like dipping my toes into something that I might be interested in. And I told her that's what I was doing, and she was like, oh my God, it couldn't be more perfect. I've been looking for a holistic practitioner to come over and support me with these retreats. I was like,
mad how the universe that moves, in it.
Nuts.
Proper mad.
Nuts.
Before then, the next thing, there he is in Crete with his fucking paddle racket.
Well, yeah, she just said to me, well, do you want to come over? We'll like pay for your flight, we'll pay for your accommodation, and let's just see where it goes. And at this point, I'd finished work for another company, and I was just having a bit of time off anyway. I had a camper van at the time, so I was just touring about, like doing my thing, and she offered me that. And that was kind of a light bulb moment there of like, well, if she's offering me that without the Chavvy Hippy even being a thing, what can I do if I get this out there?
And it's a proper thing.
Yeah, so we went over there and we were doing sunset wellness yachts. So we were taking people out to the middle of the ocean.
Oh, God.
Yeah. At sunset. And guiding them through like breathwork, meditation, sound baths. Sat on a yacht. It was insane, mate. There's a video on my Insta. Don't go searching for it because you'll be there for about 3 days trying to find it. It's right down the bottom somewhere. It was one of the first videos posted. And that's how I ended up in Greece. And yeah, it was insane. It was insane. And that's what we're going to replicate when we go back out there.
That's beautiful.
It is.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Mate, a man of many lives.
Yeah.
Much wisdom.
Yeah.
Much experiences. I mean, like you say, someone like you, Michael, we could sit here for 24 hours and do a 24-hour podcast. Yeah. I feel like you could just go on and on and on.
I mean, like...
Yeah.
we could make it live.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
You'll come back one day, won't you?
Absolutely, yeah.
Because I feel like we now know all about the Chavvy Hippy, what you're up to, what the crack is. We've touched a bit on your multiple lives, but I don't feel like we've tapped in enough. I feel like there's other things. Like, I've got questions about Dubai. I've got questions. Did you mention Portugal at some point?
No,
we talked about Portuguese people. That was it, and Greeks. But yeah, I'm sure there's a lot we haven't tapped into yet. And
also, when I come back, this all Ibiza, Crete, the men's retreat, the mixed retreat, the beaches, that's all been created in the last 4 months. Yeah, so...
Last 4 months.
So imagine next time I'm on, I'm sure there'll be a lot more to talk about as well.
Let's make a deal, right? So I can hold you to it.
Okay.
After you've done your Crete thing in October, so then you've been through the rest of this year, basically. Yeah. Let's meet up again.
Okay, cool.
After that, November time, something like that, before Christmas, and you can just fill us in on what went on, what was good, what was bad, and then we'll dig a little bit more into your lives again.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
I've got the mixed retreat in November, so let's do it the back end of November.
Make a note of that, Ron. Back end of November. Chavvy Hippy Part 2.
Put that in your
2.0.
2.0.
Perfect.
Mate, you're inspiring.
Thank you.
Your energy is infectious. You're inspiring. General all-round nice dude.
Thank you, mate. I really appreciate you having me on. I've really enjoyed it. To be honest, I'm a gobshite. I can talk all day long. So, 24-hour podcast, I'd probably get through it, no bother. Mm-hmm. But honestly, I've really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed talking to you, and thank you so much for having me on, man.
Mate, keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Amazing stuff. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been People Like Us. That's been Michael Harvey. End of the show. We'll see you next time.
Big love.